Hey guys and gals, how you doing? It's Craig Dweller here. You're looking at my camera, the one I've been using for, I don't know, 5 months now. Just getting, or still learning how to use it. It's a Canon SL2. It's a, well, it's a DSLR, but it's not a full frame DSLR. And I've gone through the gambit with cameras for YouTube. I started out with point and shoots, Samsung, Fujifilm. Done a bunch on the iPhone, and pardon this, I'm using the iPhone to film this, so it's a little shaky, sorry. But yeah, so my last camera was a Canon HR700 camcorder, and I love that thing. It recorded in 1080p, and it was light, portable, great. And I just wanted to step it up a little bit, and this is the first DSLR I've ever owned, so like I said, I'm still learning about it. And you can find out. I'm not going to get into the specs of this camera per se. There's got to be 1,000 different videos on YouTube pertaining to this camera, so you can find your fill of fun facts about this online, especially on YouTube, obviously. But I guess the main thing, I did a ton of research, and the reason I went with this versus, a Nikon or a Fujifilm or a mirrorless. This is not mirrorless. It shoots in 1080p, 60 frames per second, or 30 frames or 24, whatever you want. But it's not 4K. But that really wasn't an interest to me, to be honest with you. Most people that watch YouTube videos don't even have a 4K monitor, so in most cases, or a TV. So I thought that was kind of silly. But anyway, this is the Canon SL2. It's a dual pixel autofocus. That's the main reason I got this. This is not the stock lens. This is it comes with this. This is a, let's see, what was it? 18 by 55 millimeter. They call it the stock lens. It comes with this if you buy it as a kit. It's an okay lens, but it's got its limits, right? I went ahead and got this. Really highly recommended. This is an 10 by 18 wide angle lens that I'm really having a lot of fun with. It does have autofocus and image stabilization. The kit lens also has image stabilization, which is a neat feature, really, really nice. And another one of the reasons I pick up this camera versus something else is the ability for this rear screen. You can turn it in on itself if you want, obviously, to see what you're doing in the back here, or it articulates. You can move it to the, so if you're vlogging or talking or whatever, you can see yourself right there. It's awesome. So that's a neat feature. It doesn't just flip up in the back, at an angle. It articulates right around. So I find that pretty cool. Let's see what else. It's got a hot shoe up here for different mics or whatnot. And speaking of, well, let me show you the other lenses I picked up. This here is like I said, the kit lens, 18 by 55. And I also picked up this 24 millimeter prime lens that is really cool. This does not have autofocus. It does have autofocus, but it does not have image stabilization. It's one of their prime lenses. All that means is it's a fixed focal point. It's 24 millimeters and that's it. So, but this is awesome for close-up macro shots, and you can produce some really cool bokeh with this. And I really like this lens. Not expensive at all, like 125 bucks, right? And but I think for the canoe tripping and hiking and the type of videos I do, this 10 by 18 is going to be awesome for getting views in and out of the canoe or the campsites or whatever. It's pretty fun. So yeah, there's the lenses that I'm going with so far. As far as microphones, I started out with this what do you call it? A Takstar. It's a external mic that plugs into the mic jack, which is right here on the camera. This does require a AA battery, which is cool. And I have shown this before. I'm not going to actually screw it on there, but you can see it works great. The sound quality is awesome, but it is a bit cumbersome as far as getting in the woods or just pretty much anywhere. I like the mic, and I plan on using it for you know, in-house videos, product reviews, that kind of thing. But it's just a little cumbersome. It does work though. It sounds awesome. And there's some controls on it. You can control the decibel level or whatnot, on and off, that kind of thing, obviously. But yeah, this is cheap. It's like, well, inexpensive, $24 on Amazon. So if you don't have the money or don't want to spend money right away, like I didn't, obviously I bought this because I wasn't sure if I even wanted to get into this. But this is a great mic. I would highly recommend it. So anyway, after doing some further reviews and whatnot, I ended up going with the Rode Video Micro. You can see, again, there's tons of videos on this on YouTube. A lot smaller in size, basically. Let me go ahead and put it on a camera and you can see what that looks like. All right, so there you go. You can see it's the dead cat up here for wind reduction's a little big, but the overall mic is small. Again, you can find a ton of videos on this online. Sound quality is awesome. It's portable, easy to get on and off. You see there's some shake there. And Joe Robinette just showed me this. I didn't really realize this, but on the back here, there's little notches in this mounting screw. But if you just pinch the cable in one of those notches right there, and let me show you without it. You can see the shake. Look at that thing. It's a bobber. But if you just tuck that cable in there, like that, it helps a whole lot. Pretty cool. Nice tip. And you can still use the articulating screen. You just gotta flip it this way before you push it forward. It's pretty simple. So it doesn't get in the way right there. All right. Let's see what else. So, like I said, I've been trying to learn how to use this camera regarding, you know, f-stops and aperture and ISO adjustments, and it's a lot of fun. I gotta be honest, I'm really getting into it. It's a lot of fun. That's about it. The tripod, I started out with well, I already had a pretty inexpensive Amazon Basics 60-inch, no, it was a 50-inch tripod, but it was good for the camcorder, but it was not good for this. Not that this weighs a lot. This is a really small, lightweight DSLR. That's another reason I picked it up, is it's small and lightweight, easy to get around. But so I need to invest in a proper tripod, and this is awesome. This is the K&F Concept TM2324. It's let's see where we're going here. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. You can see that. But an awesome tripod. It's got a ball swivel adjustment up here. And it's got a nice mounting plate, a secure mounting plate for the camera. Right up here. Level, of course. You can adjust it a multitude of different ways. It's super cool. I'm not going to get into a specific tripod review, but these adjustments here are good here. You can, you know, the legs telescope out to 60 inches off the ground, so your camera, essentially, if you want it all that high, is 60 inches off the ground. Pretty cool. But yeah, it's nice. It's fairly lightweight. It folds up small to about the length of the legs here, so that's not bad. It's pretty compact, and it's all ready to go. So that's my system. I'm not really a camera guy, but like I said, I did want to step up and get a little better quality picture, if you will, and sound quality. And I'm really having a lot of fun with this. I'm having a lot of fun taking still shots. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. So there you go. That's what I'm shooting with. What are you guys shooting with? Why don't you do a video and show everybody what you're shooting with? I do have a couple GoPros still that I still use on occasion. I think they're handy for certain things, obviously. And I still have a couple of those with the waterproof housings if need be. I always take at least one of them on a trip for a backup camera in case something happens to this or whatever I'm using for a camera. But yeah, the GoPros are cool in that sense, but they are kind of limited, especially with that fisheye view. That gets kind of old quick, and then, you know, at least the older ones like mine, you can't zoom in, so I find them kind of limited, or limiting, I should say. But anyway, handy to have. So yeah, this is what I'm shooting with. What are you shooting with? Look forward to seeing you out on the trail or paddling. And I got a trip coming up again with Maine Dweller in June. Another week in Maine. Can't wait. And hope to get some nice footage and pictures and whatnot. And hope everybody's doing well.